Good morning, everybody. I haven't had my coffee yet, but I'm excited to share something with you. First, I want to say that I am just so pleased to see how my YouTube channel is slowly growing. I have over 100, I think I have 118 subscriptions. But there's many more people that look at my videos. It's hard, I know, to subscribe for some. I have over 200 Instagram followers, and I have daily people that are sending me private messages telling me they're gonna get off the kibble. I had a woman yesterday who said, I have inspired her so much, she's going to start cooking for her 7 dogs. I hope she doesn't hate me in a few months. 7 dogs is a lot, but they're little dogs and she can do it. And I see Miss Bella coming. We haven't even gone out potty yet, but I really wanted to get this video out to you. Anyway, hold on, let me pick her up for a second. Okay. Here's Miss Bella. Say hello, good morning to everybody. So, I have something to share, but first I want to share a little bit about myself to you because we're becoming friends. In 1986, I got married, and in 1990, I stopped my job. I was working for a naval consulting firm, and I was getting good money, but I stopped my job because I had my first child, and I personally wanted to stay home with my kids. I thought that was important for the way I wanted to do things. It's not for everybody, and I respect that. So I've had 3 kids, and I've stayed home since 1990. I guess you can call me a housewife if you want, a domesticated goddess. I don't care what you call me, but I stay at home, and food has always been my passion. I always wanted to take care of my kids through my food. And then when my youngest, who is now 20, almost 22, when she was 8, I decided it was time to get a dog. I decided that it was time that I could handle the responsibilities of a dog, because let's face it, they're just like another kid, but they don't grow up, you know. They still have to go out to go potty, right? You gotta go potty, we haven't done that yet. They still need to be given the food every day. And I knew when my youngest was 8 that I was ready to get a dog. So we got a dog, and it was Snow, and he was a purebred Bichon. He actually came from Belgium. I got him on Craigslist when the people moved here. They were both working. They went from Belgium to here, and they were working at the Pentagon, and they were leaving the poor dog 6:30 in the morning until 7:30 at night. And they realized, hey, this dog can't handle it. And I'll never forget, when I went to pick up the dog from this loving family, the husband started crying. He didn't want to give up his dog, but he knew it was the best thing. Anyway, that was my very first dog, Snow, rest in peace. He lived to be almost 16 years old. But the problem was, he only liked me. He didn't like my husband or my kids. So that's when we decided to get this little girl. And we got her off of Craigslist also. And her name was Brooklyn. We got her at 4 months old. And she was a mess. I mean, she looked a mess. She had never had her little feet touch the grass. She didn't have a collar. She never went outside. And she was a mess when it came for food. She was just throwing up 4 times a day. And I told you wrong at the beginning, and I'm going to say it right because I went back. I'm not good with numbers, and that's why I don't want to give you measurements when it comes to cooking. But when she was 2 years old, I just was at wit's ends with her. And I hate to say it, but I kind of didn't want to have her anymore because she was vomiting so much, and my husband will never let me live that down. But anyway, I finally found this vet, you know, and I've told you this story many times. She said, home cook for your dog. And she told me what book to get because she home cooks. And it's been, so when she was 2, I told you wrong earlier, when she was 2, I started home cooking for her. I have it written down, all the notes here. Home cooked at age 2. I looked at all her records to make sure I'm saying it right to you. And she has not been sick since. Okay, so why am I retelling you all this? I'm saying it because all my life I've stayed home to care for others, whether it be my children or it be my dogs. And I wanted to do something for myself, okay? And I'm excited to share with you that I just completed a course on basic nutrition for dogs. Oh, calm down. And it was a pretty intensive class, especially for me who hasn't been to college since 1982 and didn't take college very seriously back then. And gosh, I wish I would have studied to be a nutritionist, maybe a vet, but more of a nutritionist because I have a passion, for food. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my class. I'm not going to go into great detail and bore you, but the one thing, and then the first thing that was taught was the importance of water. And why am I telling you this? It's because water is so important. And if you feed your dog Kibble, the Kibble only has 10% water in it. If you feed your dog a food from a can, it has 70%. Raw, it has 75%. Homemade cooking, it has 75%. It could have more than that, okay? You gotta get your dog off the Kibble. It only has 10% liquid. So my whole goal is to try to get people off of Kibble. I mean, you don't have to home cook. Not everybody has the time for it. I get it. You could do a mail order, but you could pay a lot of money for it. If you want to be a raw feeder, you can do that. That's not me. But my goal throughout all of my YouTube videos is to please get you off the Kibble. Anyway, it also talks about, the importance of protein and fat. I learned about digestion. A little tidbit was, when you see a dog laying in the sun, this dog loves to lay in the spare bedroom during around 2 to 4 o'clock. She gets perfect sunshine. Do you think they're getting vitamin D? No, dogs cannot get vitamin D from sunshine as humans can. And that's why vitamin D is so important, and it needs to be a food source for your dog's diet. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with everything because it's pretty technical, but the bottom line and the very last thing they did talk about in the course was digestion. And it's funny, I had a laugh because I wanted to name my YouTube channel It's All About the Poop because it really is all about the poop. But I knew it wouldn't be a very good name for my channel. But if your dog has liquidy stools, what did that dog eat? What nutrients did that dog not get? What did that dog, something upset it? If you feed your dog corn and I don't want you to do corn. Corn is just not good in general. But if you feed your dog corn and it comes out whole, that means your dog didn't digest it. And for this little girl, she can't digest quinoa. So unfortunately, I don't give her quinoa. Because if it poops out whole, she got no benefit from it. Okay? So anyway, it was a very good class, and I'm going to be taking some more classes when they open up. I think in March is when I'm taking my next one. So I want you to know that I am taking nutrition classes, but more importantly, I have been home cooking for this little girl for 10 years, and I know I'm doing something right. And I just want to share my knowledge with you. And I want to encourage you Don't be scared to get off of that kibble, because like I've said before, there's several companies in the United States, Mars, Purina, and Hills, and they are making a lot of profit off of you. They write the textbooks for the vets when they study in school. And vets don't really learn about nutrition. And they're learning it from Hills Science Diet. Science Diet, do you know what that is? Or Purina Pro Plan that everybody wants to eat now because of this DCM heart disease. But who are the doctors that are promoting it? They're the doctors at Tufts, UC Davis, and others that are getting money from these big conglomerates of food manufacturers, all right? So you need to learn, you need to do your own research, all right? And you got to get off the kibble. That's all, that's my goal, is to have people get educated and cut the kibble. All right, it's a little windy, it's 40 degrees out. I'm gonna take this girl out and I'm gonna get a cup of coffee, and I'm going out to buy some dried chickpeas, because my next video is gonna be on making a treat with no grains and chickpea flour being the thing that puts it all together. So I will talk to you later, and everybody have a great day. And oh, please share my videos. Please have people subscribe. If you can do me that favor, I would really appreciate it. I just want to spread the word to cut the kibble. Thanks. My clicker's not working this morning. Oh, let's do this.